One throw. That's all it took to make history. October 13th, 1984. John Lowe stares down the dartboard. Triple 20, triple 20, bullseye. The first televised 9-dart finish.
2 18s for £100,000.
Televised 9-dart 501.
18 million people watched it live. History made. But here's what they didn't see. Behind that calm stare lies a story of grit, glory, and game-changing moments that reshape darts forever. This isn't just about trophies and triple 20s. This is about the cost of greatness, addiction, bankruptcy, a betrayal so vicious it'd make your blood boil, and a comeback so unlikely that by the end of this video, you'll never look at a dart the same way again. This is the story of John Lowe, and you are watching Episode 6 of Darts Legends. From Carpenter to World's Champion. John Lowe was born on July 21st, 1945 in New Tupton, Derbyshire. He didn't even touch a dart until he was 21. At the time, he was working as a carpenter in the building trade, England. But once he picked up those darts, something clicked. Every night after his shift, he'd practice darts in smoky pubs. Not for fame, for escape. His father was an alcoholic. His mum worked 3 jobs. Darts became his therapy. And he was freakishly good. His first TV tournament was the Indoor League, a Yorkshire television event. From there, he won the World Masters, followed by the British Open and the News of the World. It was a meteoric rise for someone who started late in the game. In 1975, he turned pro, and by 1979, he was a world champion. But here's the kicker. Lowe's success wasn't just talent. Lowe's childhood trauma turned him into a human laser. On the Oki, he didn't feel the crowd. He didn't hear the jeers. He was back in that pub, escaping the chaos. But how did a late bloomer become a world champion? The Triple Crown Champion. John Lowe is one of only 6 players to have won the World Championship 3 times, achieving this feat in 1979 when he outplayed Leighton Rees, the defending champion, with clinical precision and unshakable focus.
Play cross. John, you require 20.
Quite savouring the moment. Double 10.
Yes! Game shot!
The grin of the champion, the new champion being congratulated by the old.
He was the first player to win the World Championship in 3 separate decades, a testament to his longevity and skill. In 1987 Embassy World Darts Championship, Lowe beat Eric Bristow in the final with a 6-by-4 scoreline. This was the 3rd and last Lowe versus Bristow final at the World Championships and the first time old Stoneface would win it. Then in 1993, in what would be his final World Championship victory, he defeated Alan Warriner in a dominant performance.
26. And we go for 10-8 or double 13s, the shot to finish it off. 1 dart to go. Yes, it's there. Relief, John Lowe, the 1994 Embassy World Champion. What a great victory. Twice the champion.
Proving that even after more than a decade at the top, he still had the skill and composure. His calm demeanor under pressure earned him the nickname. But behind that stoic expression was a fierce competitor obsessed with getting better. He practiced for hours, refining his throw, studying his rivals, and learning how to stay calm when the pressure was on. And that's what set him apart. In a sport full of big personalities, John Lowe was the silent assassin. But what was the moment that truly cemented his legacy? The perfect game. Let's talk about the moment that put John Lowe in the history books forever. October 13th, 1984. The World Match Play Tournament. During a quarter-final match, Lowe steps up to the Oki against Keith Deller. The crowd is buzzing. And then it happens, a 9-dart finish. For those new to darts, that's the sport's equivalent of a hole-in-one in golf or a perfect 300 game in bowling. It means finishing a game of 501 in just 9 darts, fewest possible. It's so rare, so difficult that even most pros never achieve it in their lives, but Lowe did it. And not just anywhere, he did it on television, in front of the world. The first time anyone had ever done it with the cameras rolling. 2 perfect rounds of 180, then treble 17, treble 18, double 18. Boom! History made. For that one moment, he won £102,000, a record at the time, and the respect of the entire sporting world. This moment was broadcast on ITV and is still celebrated as one of the most significant milestones in darts history. The rivalry between Eric Bristow and John Lowe is one of the most iconic in darts history. Lowe had already won the inaugural BDO World Championship in 1979, establishing himself as one of the best in the game. Bristow, meanwhile, was on the rise and would go on to win his first world title in 1980. 1987 Embassy World Darts Championship would prove to be John Lowe's second world title. He beat Eric Bristow in the final with a 6-4 scoreline. It was the third and last Lowe versus Bristow final at the World Championships and the first time old Stoneface would win it. While rivals like Bristow grabbed headlines with wild antics, Lowe was known as the gentleman of darts. He played fair, respected his opponents, and never let the pressure get to him. That's why, even after he retired, he was honoured with an MBE member of the Order of the British Empire for services to darts and charity. Not every sports legend gives back like that. But breaking away from the establishment isn't easy. What did Lowe risk and what did he stand to gain? Separation from BDO. His professionalism and dedication set the standard for future generations, inspiring players like Phil Taylor and Michael van Gerwen. In 1993, darts were at a crossroads. The British Darts Organisation, BDO, was struggling, and players were frustrated with low prize money and poor TV coverage. So Lowe, along with 15 other top players, made a bold move. They broke away from the BDO and formed the World Darts Council, which later became the Professional Darts Corporation, PDC. Beyond his personal accolades, John Lowe played a pivotal role in popularizing darts globally. He was a founding member of the Professional Darts Corporation, PDC, and helped shape the modern era of the sport. Lowe played for England over 100 times and was captain for 7 years, during which time his team remained unbeaten. This wasn't just a business decision, it was a gamble. The BDO banned them from all its events. They risked their careers, their livelihoods, everything. But they believed in a better future for darts. And they were right. Today, the PDC is the biggest darts organization in the world, with millions in prize money and a global TV audience. As we look back on Lowe's illustrious career, we're reminded of the impact one individual can have on an entire sport. So here's my question. What's your triple 20? What's the one shot you're afraid to take? Remember, even legends start as welders in a pub. Smash that subscribe button. Why? Because next week we dive into the legendary Peter Wright and his journey from darts showman to world champion. Don't you dare miss it.